behind prison walls. One more time. Whew, I bet y'all guys up north are really enjoying this cool weather. It finally made it to us down here. Uh-oh. Chickens get excited just after I leave. But I bet it's a better signal. I guess they're probably on to me by now. Well, there's somebody. Let's get a 5x5 if I got signal up here. Hey, Steph. Does that sound better? Or look better, I guess? No endless circle of doom. I come up here by the house and I can get a Wi-Fi signal, so maybe they'll send it back out here. Much better. Probably need to set up in there and do a live at my computer where I can actually watch the chat. It disappears too quick on this phone. I'd like to get y'all's guys' thoughts and opinions on things. Before they threw me off, we were about the Space Force, and I got onto that really quick. Hell, I didn't even want to go that far that quick. That's really getting down the rabbit hole. I guess more and more of the videos are just coming out to where I guess it's reaction videos to the reaction of people realizing how bad that it actually is. YouTube don't like a lot of the subjects I talk about, but you know, unfortunately, they're just the topics of what's going on day to day. Yeah, second helpings, we'll try. After my dose of YouTube this morning, man, it was just, that's, to me, it just shows the bigger picture of the reset that we've all been talking about and known about. I mean, it is happening every day. You don't have to wait for it to come. It ain't something that's on the horizon. It's actually here. You don't have to go far down the YouTube rabbit hole to see how it's affecting people. The things that are happening. Whether you like them or not, or supported it or didn't, it doesn't matter. It's going to affect all of us. All of us. The biggest part of the population, but even, you know, the rich folks too. Hey, Illinois. I mean, we don't have to talk about the top 1% of the 1%. I'm just talking about the masses of people. and how bad everybody thinks that it is. And this is really just only the beginning of what is going to happen. What is happening? The corporate and the government takeover. And it doesn't matter which side you are on. If you're voting for Trump right now and you believe in everything that he has going on and everything that he has been doing, whether it be the immigration or the takeover of DC or the threatening of putting troops all over the United States. I mean, most people don't even realize in the 19 or 20 states that they've already been deployed, just like here in Texas. I mean, for years now, since this border deal has been going on, they've been deployed down there in Texas. No, they're not walking the streets like what you see in DC, but, you know, that's just one of the things. All of the immigration stuff. I mean, they're deporting people left, right, up, down, inside out, got papers, got married, got kids, came legally, blah, 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 got court dates. I mean, the whole immigration mess. Whether you're for it or against it, just like I said, you're not going to change the system that's been in play for so long and not have some repercussions that fall back on everybody. Whether that be lack of construction or lack of the vegetables and fruit getting picked or the lack of your car being washed, whatever it is, all right, those people were a part of our society. And you remove a large part of that and there's going to be problems. We see that. I've seen the videos of people laughing about the farmers not being able to get their harvest out of the soil, get it picked into the market. And do they think that that's not going to affect them? The videos of people not paying their credit cards and not paying their bills and not worrying about their credit score. And you think the system cares whether or not you pay your credit card? We are to the point in the system where I think the explanation of it is both beyond most people's realm of realizing how far along that it is. I mean, they're talking about the data center right here in Texas, going to be one of the largest projects ever undertaken in the United States. I know y'all have all seen the videos about the electric bills going up and these counties and states adding, fees to your bills for them building all these AI data centers. What do you think those AI data centers are going to be doing? I mean, these billionaires and trillionaires they're building these companies, they're getting subsidies from the government to do it all. We're paying for it all. It ain't just in your electric bill. It's going to be in everything. It is already such a big part. Just like I said the last time, people just don't realize how far along the AI thing is. And, for most, working class people, they're not worried about the AI takeover. They don't think robots and AIs can do their job, whether it be a physical job or repair job or, go unstop a pipe job. Okay, your job is saved, but for the other millions and millions and billions of people that have lost their job to that AI is going to affect you. I heard something a couple of days ago about Trump going to work out something for the American people, get some money back for the American people. Another distraction. We've heard all that from the IRS and the Doge money and blah, 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 blah. But it's going to have something to do with some kind of token that goes to Ukraine. And if Ukraine does well, then the American people will do well. Everything that anybody could do to try and save this system It comes the round circle right back to the same place. If you change the system that's been in play for so long, there are going to be bad repercussions. And we are starting to see those. You can call it whatever you want to call it or slice it however you want to slice it, and prices on everything are going up. Whether it has to do with the tariffs or the shortages or supply chains or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Those prices are going up. It is affecting everybody. The elderly can't pay their taxes, they can't pay their medical, cost of living is up. You know, so many people are on this universal basic income already, whether it be, the Medicare, the Medicaid, the Social Security, the disability, the EBT, all of these government programs. 50% of the American population receives some benefit from the government. And you start cutting all that off, and there are going to be people that are affected. People that can't get the jobs, the college kids that just came out of college, and have a couple $100,000 in debt, that can't go get a job at McDonald's. All of these things are culminating to a reset. I don't know what people are going to be able to do about it. So many people, it can only wind up being a mass casualty event, because as people get desperate, they're going to do desperate things. You cut off all these people's food stamps, most typically these food stamps and government assistance programs are going to be going to lower income housing areas. So you take that away from people, the crime is already insane in these places. What do you think these people are going to resort to? Oh, well, you're going to have the National Guard there to protect you against all of the thievery and the thuggery going on? Is that the plan? I watched a video yesterday of a lady in Detroit that was proud to stand up and say that she had been carjacked and mugged twice in the last 6 months. And she would rather deal with that than have, quotation marks, authority come in there and clean the place up. That's the mentality of the people that, are voting in this country. Like that makes a difference. It's not one political party, it's both. It's the system that they've had in tune for a long time. What are all of these right-leaning, people that are so happy about the immigration and Trump enforcing all these policies and the law and blah, 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 blah? What are you going to do in a few years when that seat is filled with Democrats? All right, somebody that leans the total opposite way. Let's just say the guy's even worse than, the last few that we've had in there that were corrupt. Today and for the next few years, they can go after the immigrants, or whatever. Drug cartels, what considered crime, blah, blah, blah. Well, in 4 or 5 years, they could go after the gun owners. Use the same synopsis to go after gun owners or homesteaders or people that don't comply and get the special sauce. That pendulum swings both ways. And you're a fool if you don't think that they will use that. Already, Trump ain't in 6 months, 7 months, and they're already talking about the midterms. You know, oh, big deal here in Texas. Redistricting, getting 5 more seats. Oh, man, midterm already. Everybody was so excited about Doge and saving the $500 billion. I don't think the people realize the difference in millions and billions and trillions. I mean, for the average people like us, you know, $1 million or a few $1,000,000 is a lot of damn money. And it went back, you know, in the 60s and 70s where when the government was spending a few $1,000,000, that was a lot of money. I mean, you know, realize back in our lifetimes, most of us, there wasn't a national debt. Very little to speak of anyway. And they throw the term billions and trillions around today like it is nothing. The Doge money, $500 million. It doesn't even matter. Let's just say it's $1 trillion. And the Doge money ain't $1 trillion. If you threw $1 trillion at our national debt, it wouldn't even make a dent. Scratch. The concept of our national debt and how the debt affects the everyday common person, us, the middle class, the biggest part, the masses, the majority. There are so many tools working against us, and those are only going to get worse. I don't see how people think that there's just going to be magically some wand waved and everything is going to get better. These things take years and years and years to, you know, to happen. It wasn't just a couple of months ago that, you know, the last $500 million that we sent to the Ukraine deal was actually money that Biden had approved. So for the whole time that Trump was in office, he was still allowing money to be sent over there to Ukraine, which are drops in the bucket of the big scheme of things. But still, these people are not interested in our livelihood or how it works. The rich and elite and powerful and politicians and corrupt world operates off of a different set of rules. When the powers that be realize that they are losing control of the situation, that is going to be the big event that everybody has been wondering about. All of the asteroids and the comets and, you know, the whole Earth and climate change. I mean, the excuses and distractions. I think any normal person can probably see that the Earth is changing. It always has been. Just because we humans arrived here by whatever means doesn't mean the Earth isn't stopped or hasn't stopped changing. And the weather warfare, the weather has always been bad. There have always been hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes. The simple fact of it is, there always wasn't a camera or a phone in somebody's hand to report it on worldwide media news and have it circle the world in 10 or 15 minutes. Yeah, flooding in cities and along rivers and places are getting worse because we are building more houses and concrete and changing the environment around those areas. We build these huge, massive cities along the Gulf waterways and ocean waterways. What do you think is going to happen? Year after year after year after year. Through time, corporations are going to own all of this. Have your taxes gotten any cheaper? Forget just with Trump. I mean, go back through your entire lifetime and remember, did your parents' taxes get any cheaper? They will eventually tax you right out of your property. It is amazing to me what they have been able to get away with and what they have been able to accomplish and how fast it is moving forward now. And the system is going to change whether we like it or not. Things have already been put in place, laws have been passed. That's the thing with what most people don't see going on with these laws and legislatures and Congress and the Senate and everything they're doing behind the scenes. They're passing laws and bills and things that, we don't even know about. And they don't come into fruition until a year or 2 years, 3 years down the road. I mean, Trump is having to abide by a lot of rules that Biden said, and Biden was having to, abide by a lot of rules that Obama set, and he was abiding by rules that Bush set, and, it goes on back. They all agree to the same things, just like the NDAA that's signed every year. They all agree to the same things. They're going to tell you they saved $500 billion, and on the same hand tell you that they got rid of $5 trillion. Well, looky here, I got a visitor from the boy. I wonder what he's wanting. All right, guys, well, I'm going to cut this one short. The boy's over here, they're no telling what he needs, so I will catch y'all later, but I will be back to discuss. Thanks, guys.